Hi, once again, welcome to Off the Cuffs. This is Bobby Kimbrough. Today we have Deputy Reid and Deputy Ward. We have two of our newest family members to the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office. Just fresh out of BLET school, fresh out of qualification, basically fresh out the frying pan and into the fire. So I want to welcome both of you to Off the Cuffs.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So you know what? So I was thinking, you asked me the question about where you all going, what are you going to be doing? So I thought we'd give the citizens of this county and the citizens of the world a first look in, I guess, a bird's eye view of what's it like, or what was BLET like? What's it like now to be a part of the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office? And why did you choose us? So I'll start with you first, Ward. Tell me, where are you from and what brought you here to Forsyth County Sheriff's Office?
I was born and raised in Kernersville, so this was my hometown, and I went away to school in Florida and decided that I wanted to come back and give back.
What part of
Florida? Brevard County.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I decided that I would miss my family, and if I was going to do this kind of career, I wanted to come back and serve the community that helped raise me.
Okay. I like that. Reid, what about you? What's your story? Where are you from?
I am from right here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I went away to Kimbrough University for school, came back. Actually, I didn't think I was going to be coming back home, but some things kind of, got twisted around. So I ended up back in Winston. And I like the dynamic and what you're trying to do in the community. So I was like, I think this would be a good fit for me and what I would want to do and what I want to give back to the community. So that's why I chose Forsyth.
So you're looking forward to hitting the streets?
Yes, sir.
So why did you choose law enforcement?
I chose law enforcement because I want to be a part of helping build that bridge, that gap that's kind of in between the community and law enforcement. I think that if we can show the community that, we care and we're here to help and not hurt, that, the relationship will become better, and I want to be a part of that.
Wow. What about you, Ward? Why did you choose law enforcement?
Originally, my dad is career military, so for me, serving was already in my kind of family blood. I just chose to do it in a different way. Instead of serving my community by going overseas and doing deployments like that, I decided that I wanted to help in my physical community right here. I always knew that I wanted to help others, that I wanted to, like you said, go and give back in different ways, especially with the way that the relations with the public is right now. I want to be part of that change to make it better. Wow.
First of all, I want you to tell your father, thank him for his service. Appreciate that. But you know what's interesting? So now when I see the BLET classes coming through, I see the new deputies coming through. It's amazing to me, either I'm getting older or they're getting younger, probably a combination of both. But what's so interesting, when I saw both of you all, the dynamics of women coming into law enforcement, I see the numbers that are coming into law enforcement now. Do you think it was different? How was BLET? Was it difficult? Was it hard? What was it like?
It was a long experience. It was one of the hardest, most rewarding things that I think either one of us have ever done. I know that family members that got to come to graduation that got a little bit of a dive into what we do, what classes we had to take, what practical applications we did. They all told me afterwards, I cannot believe you guys went through this. It put a whole different light on it. So I think that's something that people don't realize, how much we do, how much training we get, and in how broad of areas. And I think even myself wanting to go in this field, I didn't realize how much training would be thrown at us so quick and so intensely.
Wow. What about you?
I'm just going to mimic off of what she said because I think that once my family...
I know you won't be with her riding with her in the car. So
right.
So you can't mimic her your whole way. Now,
So
did she carry you through school?
No, of course not.
Did you carry yourself?
Of course. So look, it was like every man for himself when we was out there. But I think that when my mom would see me studying and see me kind of like stressed out about these tests and all this. So I think that when they actually got to see, like, even though they didn't get to see us in the actual moment of us like doing things, I think when they saw the pictures and the videos of how strenuous everything was, she like put it in perspective and was like, oh my gosh, like the last 4 months were really hard. Like, it wasn't like a walk in the park. Right. So I think that it was definitely a great learning experience. I said I said if I got the chance, I probably wouldn't do it again because it was so, like, my mind, I felt like my brain would explode just about every day from how much information we were getting. But I think that it was so, like, the feeling of finishing and knowing, like, oh my gosh, okay, I did this. It's like, I would definitely do it again. No
So you
question.
just finished at Kimbrough last year, right?
In May.
In May.
Yes.
And less than a year later, you just finished BLET.
Yes.
Wow. So you excited about going to patrol training?
Yes, I am very excited, actually. I think it's kind of crazy because I'm really not that nervous. Everybody keeps asking me if I'm nervous. I'm like, no, I'm really excited to get out and see people, meet people, so I'm not really nervous. I'm excited.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to great things from both of you all, Ward and Reid. I'm looking forward to you all being trailblazers. One of my favorites here is, y'all have heard who she is? You hadn't? Spain Hour, right? You need to find out who she is.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a trailblazer. You all need to meet her. She's squared away. She's solid. And I think that it would do you well to talk to some female deputies here to get a perspective. And I say that because each person's walk is going to be different. That's why even though I was joking with you, and I said you're going to mimic what she's saying, she's not going to be able to carry you through patrol training. But from a female's perspective, it's going to be different than a male perspective in law enforcement. It is. When you roll up on calls, people are going to think differently versus when I roll up or he rolls up. It's going to be a different mindset. But your presence, the fact of the matter that you showed up with that badge and that uniform on, you're going to get the respect and you're going to demand the respect. But what I would give you, if I could give you something as a new family member to the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office, is that talk with some of the female deputies that have been here for years. Talk with them. Don't be afraid to talk with people. Get their wisdom, get their expertise. Let them give you those nuggets to put in your wheelhouse, because you'll need them. And I know you all didn't expect me to come get you, but I want to come get you and put you here because I want the community to see what their tax dollars is doing, what their tax dollars is getting. I want them to see exactly the product that we're putting out there, a product of this caliber, world class. We talking about world class citizens, world class deputies. I wanted them to see that they're young, they're new. I wanted them to see the variety, the diversity. I wanted them to see what we're putting out there, because they need to know that. They need to know your story. They need to know that you've been to Florida, now you're coming back working. After working in Florida, you're working here. They need to know that a hometown young lady who went away to Campbell University, graduated, and now she's back home serving her community. They need to know that. They need to see that. So, question for you, and I'll let you ladies get back to work. So, if you were talking right now to a young man or a young lady that is in college, whether it's technical school or 4-year degree program, and they're thinking about going law enforcement, what would you tell them? What's some of the advice you would give them?
Don't make dumb decisions.
What do you mean by that? That's a broad statement. People say I make dumb decisions all the
Right.
time because, I love sweets. So they say he make dumb decisions every time he eating donuts.
Okay, so more to put it in perspective, okay, drugs, knock it out. It's not going to do anything but hurt you in the long run. Alcohol, if you're going to drink, make sure you're of age and you're not doing it and trying to go do other stuff like drive.
Responsible.
Right, do it responsibly. Don't hang around the wrong crowd, because you're kind of a product of your environment. So if you're with somebody that's, even though you may not be doing something wrong, guilty by association sometimes. So hang around people that want what's best for you and your future, and not what's best for what you think is fun for the moment. So that's my advice. I'm gonna let you speak.
I would say for me is get involved somehow. If you're in college, they do internships for a reason. It's so that you can see if this is something you want to do. We had too many people in our class. We started with
we do interns here too. You know that, right? Okay.
or do ride along something. There was too many people in our class that ended up dropping because they were like, this is not for me. And a lot of that, you need the exposure to it to be able to see. Or even if you want to work alongside this field, see if you can do a ride along, see if you can do an internship, just so that you get an understanding of what we do, how we do it, and kind of why we do it. And I would have to agree, make sure that you are hanging around the right people, because that it reflects so much on you. You can control what you do, but you can't control those people around you. So surround yourself with better.
So, what's interesting about this, I appreciate you saying that, because what you said was that the decisions you make will affect you in long term. So decisions you make as a teenager or while you're in college will affect your hireability. So I appreciate you sharing that, because so many young men and women are making decisions now that years from now will make them ineligible to be hired into law enforcement. I appreciate what you were saying about get involved. That's the key. Get involved and know what law enforcement is all about, because the old saying, many are called, few are chosen. Then there's one that even goes deeper, right? All gave some, but some gave it all, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
the fact of the matter that you're willing, you're ready to give it all if you have to. That says a lot, because as you'll see and as you'll know, that you have entered into a family, a brotherhood. You have entered into a profession that are truly the unsung heroes. You are the glue that holds the society together. When sugar turns to something else, you're who they're going to call. When there's problems, as we were talking offline, people are going to call you to come in and to restore order. And so sometimes that means putting yourself in harm's way. That means putting yourself in uncomfortable places. We were talking about some of the things that our deputies and our law enforcement, our brother and our sister see every day on a daily basis. We see the worst of people, but sometimes the best of people, and how that affects you. So what I would tell you all is that stay active in the community. Get you some good friends outside of law enforcement. Right? Get you a good support group, people that you can talk with, share with. Get you what I call a cut doctor. A cut doctor is somebody in life you're going to get cut. You probably remember Ali, right? But Ali and Bundy was the guy in the corner who made Ali believe he can do anything. He was the guy float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, right? But anyway, Bundy was Ali's cut doctor. In other words, in life, you're going to get cut. Your hype man, you got to have a support group. When I say cut doctor, in life, you're going to go through some things that will cut you, not physically cut you or literally cut you, but things that you're going to need somebody to talk to. You're going to need somebody that can say, hey, you know what? What do you think about this? You need to get to know some of the veteran deputies. Get to know them, talk to them, get their spin, because you're entering a new profession which there are so many loopholes, so many pitfalls, so many things. And stay positive. Always stay positive. Always stay positive, right? And so I welcome you to the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office. I welcome the rest of your 12 brothers and sisters that came with you. Couldn't bring them all, the cast of 12, but I wish you have a very successful career in law enforcement, whether you stay here 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, and move on to federal agencies, whatever life holds for you in law enforcement. I wish you the best. I want to thank you, Reid and Ward, for, I can't say you stopped by. I want to thank you for coming when I say let's go.
Yes,
so
sir.
I appreciate you all, and I'm very proud to have you a part of the family. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you the best.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you. Thanks again for stopping by Off the Cuffs.